Good evening, Majestic Queen. I am back, and I am about to speak to you about the last category of holistic wellness. Yes, we are here. So this category focuses on environmental and lifestyle wellness. Indeed. So, when you think about environmental wellness, you're thinking about your space, your personal space, your living space, your space in the community, and the things that you do in order to help to beautify the community. You're also thinking about lifestyle wellness. Are you living a life that contributes to your wellness in any way whatsoever? Well, if you're not Majestic Queen, you should be. So let's talk about some of these things now so that you can understand me just a tad bit better. When you think about your living spaces, you want it to be healthy. That means free from clutter. You want to consider the light. Light means everything. If your light is too dim, you may be walking and trip over something that you don't see. Also, the air quality. And I know you can relate to this, especially in the summer. If you hadn't put your air conditioner on as of the time that it should be on, your home will be too hot. And then you're not breathing well. So, exactly. See, I have both. I have central air, and then I am old-fashioned because I do have a window unit in my bedroom, so that if I want extra air, then I can just put that unit on, and then that way I am breathing more effectively. Also, sound. Be particular about the volume, because if it's too loud, eventually it will destroy your ears and you will not be able to hear well. Now we're going to talk about digital wellness. That means, how much time are you spending on social media? Majestic Queen, well, you know I love social media. I love social media because it keeps me abreast. What about you? Does it keep you abreast of what's going on in this world? That's the beauty of social media. But let me tell you something else about social media. It can be so detrimental to your emotions and your psyche. Your psyche means your mind. All that negativity that be going on, I be like, where did these people come from? Oh no, I say something different. This is when I talk to God. Sometimes it's so negative. I say, God, why did you give the people social media? Why did you give the people social media? That's what I say. I'm only being honest. Because some of the stuff that go across, people fighting at each other, cursing each other out, people dressing inappropriately. You know, it's just like there's no decorum sometimes. So when it's like that, I'll be like, let me flip this channel. Let me get off this Instagram, because that is a bit too much for me. So you have to be able to recognize when it is too much and when you need to just put it down. Not only that, if you're looking at the screen, then that's going to affect your eyes if you spend too much time on the screen. So always pay particular attention to what you're looking at, how long you're looking at it. And you definitely need to be taking some breaks from the social media, because social media sometimes can drive you like bonkers. I'll be like, is this real? Or is this something that's just made up? You know, I just don't know, Majestic Queen. What about you? Do you say the same thing? Is this real? Or is it just made up? You know, it's just hard to tell these days. Now, you want to have intentional living. That means being purposeful about what you are trying to do and bring into your lifestyle. If you want a certain income bracket, It's out there for you, Queen. The only limitation is a limitation that you're putting on yourself. So if you want to make $100,000 a year, it's out there for you, Queen. Now, you must be able to appreciate and recognize what it will take to get there. And then map out your plan. Now, it's not going to just fall into your lap. You have to work for it. And that means you do the things that's necessary for your path to meet your wants and your needs and your expectation. If you expect to make $100,000 a year, then you have to do the work in order to get there. Okay, Queen? Now, make sure that when you have these life choices that you are making for your benefit, number one, be sure that it's healthy. Number two, make sure that once you get it, you can maintain it for a period of time. Very, very important. See, we can get anything we would like to have. You can even go into a car dealership and tell a person, I want a Mercedes, and drive that Mercedes off the lot because they want to give you that Mercedes because they want that money. Okay? If they can get you to finance a Mercedes-Benz, then that means that the bank is going to give them that money. And you're going to have the car payments. Now, before you make such a choice, I'm not trying to tell you you can't have it. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tell you that you can have anything you want as long as you're willing to work for it. When I was raising my kids, there's always a little narrative with Dr. O. I have a son and a daughter. When I was raising them, I taught them about money because I wanted them to know that you just don't go around spending money just because you just want to spend money, especially if you don't have a lot of it to spend. I always talk to them about budgeting. You have to be able to budget that money. I told them one other piece of advice. I said, the things that you want in life, you can have, but you must be willing to work for it. It's not going to fall into your lap. And no, as your parent, I am not just going to give it to you just to be giving it to you. That's not how it works. What I work for belongs to me. When you're young, I share it with you. When you are adult, you get out there and you get your own. That's how I raised them. I also raised them that if you want something, you have one job to take care of the bills. And then you get a part-time job to take care of what you want. That means you save that money until you can get what you want to have. Whether it's a diamond ring, a diamond bracelet, a diamond necklace, whatever it is you want. You can have it, Queen. There is no limitation except for the limitation you put on yourself. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that it's going to happen rapidly, but you must be disciplined to have that pay me account. That means I paid my bills, and now I'm going to put some on the side, and I'm not going to touch it until it saves up in that little cookie jar, until it saves up into that little cigar box, until it saves up until that sock, whatever it is you keep it in. But you saving it up, Queen. You are saving it. And then, when the day comes that you decide that that's something that you wanted to have, you have enough money for, make sure, Queen, that you have the money for what you want, but you have a little left over because you don't want to spend all of your pay me account. Let me tell you something, Queen. I had to take a little sip of something to drink. But let me tell you something, Queen. I'm working every semester for 16 weeks at least. That means I don't get many activities. So when I get my little paycheck, I pay my bills. And then my pay me account gets hit. That means I'm going to put some money away because I know that the summer is coming. And when the summer comes, I need to go into that little pay me account, but I don't keep it in a sock. I don't keep it in a cigar box. I keep it in the bank because I have to worry about my safety too. So I'm not silly enough to keep money in my house. So I leave it in the bank and let it accumulate. So when the summertime hits, I can take that train trip. See, I love to ride the train. When you ride the train, you can see the countryside. So I look out the window. But did I tell you about the lunch I pack? Oh, yes. Before I go on any trip, I have a little carry bag where I'm putting my fruit, my granola bars, my bottled water or my bottled tea, my wraps, my lunch meat, my cheese, my chips, so that I can eat on the train. So I pull it out and I make myself a sandwich with my little chips on the side. Oh, yes, I forgot. And I have to have something sweet, like some kind of candy or cookies or something like that. Okay? And so my tea, my wrap, my chips, that means, Majestic Queen, when I get on that train, I am not going to be paying those high prices for a sandwich. $12 for one sandwich. Are you kidding me? Are you trying to spend up all the money in my pay me account? Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't spend the Lucci. No, you can't. I say, go away, Poochie, because you never spend this Lucci. You can't spend the Lucci. No, you can't. Oh, no, you can't spend the Lucci. No, you can't. Oh, that's my song. I wrote that one. Okay? Because everybody wants to spend up the Lucci. You can't spend up my money any kind of way. So, I carry my little groceries. Now, if I'm going to stay in a hotel because I'm going away for the weekend or whatever, I have cans of tuna fish, cans of soup, yes, a can opener, a little squeeze bottle of mayonnaise, mayo, Yes, indeed. Now, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to just tell you, I went up to Atlantic City. Atlantic City is one of my favorite places to go. I do that one every summer, just to get up there and sit on the beach and watch the little birds walk up and down the beach and, just chill, sit on a boardwalk, just one of my things to do. So, I'm not going to tell you that I am not going to go over there to the little restaurant and get a little cheeseburger or something like that, because I'm going to do that. One meal while I'm gone away. That's it. Everything else is in that little refrigerator that's in the hotel room. Now be wise with your money, Queen. And don't spend it all up from your pay me account, because you know what? You're going to want to go somewhere else. Now, see, I know you just love being here because I bring you the wisdom. And then I want you to tell your girlfriends, because there's a lot of humor with me. There's things that has happened in my life, but I don't dwell there. I don't stay there. I don't stay with the negativity. I am going to find the humor in life, and I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to have a good time. Because it's through those type of activities, listening to music, taking the grand escape, laughing through life, it helps you when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling like, can I make it, Lord? Can I make it? Yes, you can. And yes, you will. Because I am teaching you how. Now, Majestic Queen, you have to be able to have work and life harmony. Some people call it the work and life balance. Same thing. You spend some time at work, put the work down, like I did. Before I started recording, I was working. I said, I'm putting this work down. I am getting on my podcast, and I am talking to the queens. I can pick up their work again tomorrow. Because, see, in my work role, I bring a lot of things home with me for my peace and quiet, and so that I am not interrupted by students and other type of activities that I am involved in. So at a certain point in time, you have to put it down and you have to find that life balance. Work to the side, live life. Okay? Practice that, queen. Work to the side, live some life. Because before you know it, the year will be gone. And you'll be thinking, what happened to this year? Where did it go? That's how fast time moves. So find that harmony that's going to lead to that work-life balance that you are entitled to. Now, we talked a little bit about financial wellness, and stress reduction goes hand in hand with it. When you create a budget for yourself, based on the things that you have to spend your money on. These are expenditures, or what some people call expenses. Make sure that you are able to handle your expenses, because if you don't, you will be stressed out. And so financial wellness, and I will be speaking about financial wellness in my next series of communication to you. And I promised in earlier videos that I created that I am going to try to work it in a way that we listen together at this financial advisor. Yes, because it's not just about creating a budget and living on the budget. It's about home ownership. It's about investments. It's about retirement planning. And we need advice from people who do it every day. Now, I am not going to encourage you to connect with anyone as far as expenses and your financial wellness. I am just going to share with you information as I learn it. And you should make your own decision. See, that's what adulthood is all about. Being able to get information that will make you informed. And once you are informed, you have the knowledge for it now, or some knowledge about it. Then you can make a wise decision about what avenue you would like to choose in order to take care of yourself. And now I'm going to relate it to financial wellness. We're getting the information. There are some websites that I am looking into that I will make it known to you about it. There is one financial investor that I just so happen to run across. I don't know him. I have no connection, but I want to learn from him because he is a doctor too, just as I am. And so that means that he has studied extensively in this particular area. And so hopefully he can share his information with us. He has what I would call a YouTube station. So he has a channel too. He also have a financial club. And I am going to, in the next series of information, sorry, I stumbled a little bit, but the next series of information is going to be all about financial wellness. And so I am going to bring that information to you. Because after all, Queen, we are trying to ensure that we cover all of the areas for our financial goals for this year. And so I did develop goals for this year for the Majestic Queen audio podcast. And so the areas are 4 different areas that we will speak about. So one is balance and growth. So I will create more videos in that area. Holistic wellness. And this is the final video for holistic wellness. Emotional healing. That's based on trauma. And I just did that series. And so the next category is economic prosperity. And that's where we'll talk about financial wellness. So we are moving along. And I'm going to tell you, Queen, when the audio podcast is functioning, it is during the semester. So I create this segment because I'm teaching anyway. I create videos when I am actually working during the semester. So I have the students that I'm teaching, but at the same time, I'm opening up my platform so that from January through May, I create videos for Majestic Queen audio podcasts. Then I take a break for my summer activities. And then I come back somewhere around September through December and create more videos that I think should be beneficial to females. Yes, for us. A platform for us to be able to find balance and growth. We want to increase our growth potential. And that means we are looking into the different areas of our lives so that we can grow. So with that being said, Majestic Queen, stay majestic, boo. Stay majestic. And begin to think about those areas that you need to do the work so that you can grow. Now, I said you need to do the work, and that's exactly what I mean, Queen. For every area that we look at and see that we need to increase our growth potential, we should also be writing down information on how we're going to grow in that particular area. Now, just like me with the audio podcast, what happened in January, I create goals for the entire year. And so I said, what will be the focus for the Majestic Queen audio podcast for 2026? So once again, balance and growth. That's number 1. 2, holistic wellness. 3, emotional healing. 4, economic prosperity. And so as you can see, I am doing the work. Oh no, nobody's going to come around and just let it fall into my lap. They don't do that, honey. Everybody have their own agenda. And they're supposed to. They have things that they want to accomplish. So what I'm saying to you, Queen, is what's your agenda? What is on your to-do list that's going to increase your growth potential? Because after all, it's all about you, Queen. It's all about you. I want you to stay safe. Love yourself. But take the time to love somebody. And don't forget to turn on your friends to this platform. Spread the news. Because eventually, I will, once I get enough people to participate, open it up so that we can communicate with each other. But if you want my money to be spent in that particular area, then I need more participation. I do. I need people to be on this platform, subscribing and joining, and then I will take it to the next level. I promise you. I promise you, I will take it to the next level. Well, with all of that being said, I will speak to you again in the very near future. And thank you. I want to thank you for your listening to the Majestic Queen audio podcast and the series Holistic Wellness. I'll be back with you again as we begin to talk about economic prosperity and what? Financial wellness. Until we speak again, be safe.